Imagine every Monday morning your sales team gets this Slack message. It covers 8 competitors, what changed in the last 30 days, feature comparisons, pricing, and there's ready-made battle cards in Notion, PDFs that they can send straight to prospect. Nobody talked to anyone. I built this entire system without writing a single line of code myself. Let me show you how. The old way, a product manager spending hours every week manually tracking competitors, writing battle cards, formatting documents, sending updates every single week or even more frequently manually. The new way, one command, Claude researches last 30 days across competitors, as many as you want, analyzes each one versus your company, writes structured battle cards to Notion, posts a quick summary to Slack, and generates PDFs automatically. Let's use HubSpot as an example for this video. So here's the flow. 3 outputs. The sales rep opens Notion on Monday morning and sees exactly what changed with Salesforce or Klaviyo for that matter in the last 30 days. Strengths, weaknesses, objections, pricing, everything. The team lead sees the Slack report ranked by urgency. And if a rep is going into a prospect meeting, here's a clean PDF that they can attach to an email or pull up on request. So this is how it looks. 3 points per competitor on Slack, and then they have the pricing information. Briefly, if they need more details, they can always switch to Notion and have a PDF which they can send to the prospect without any edits. Next, let me take you to the Notion page. So here are the 8 competitors of HubSpot. The sales rep can choose to open any of these and get more details. For example, I would check Salesforce. Let's check what's there inside. So it starts with Salesforce, dominates enterprise CRM, and it talks about the complexity and what changed this cycle, their positioning, genuine strengths, where HubSpot wins, and updated recently. It comes with a date so that people are always sure when this was last checked and what changed this cycle. Perplexity does the entire research, and that's why I choose Perplexity because it's known for fresh, recent data with citations, and there's more to it. After this, the sales rep can actually go through a quick comparison of all the features. This one is just a shorter version of the feature comparison. They can choose to do a full review of the comparison across different sections. So you can see that these are different sections, and this is the longer version of the feature comparison, HubSpot versus Salesforce. And there are so many things to pick from. Very useful in mid to bottom funnel conversations. And also, there's this price comparison. They can always talk about it and they can print it in the form of a PDF. So this information is for the sales rep because it has objection handling questions. What are the expected questions? FAQs. What if the sales rep wants a ready-made PDF? He can share it with the prospect right after the call or maybe before a call. So let's look at the PDF version. So of course, the design can be better and we can always customize it. But this is a ready PDF with the same information but made for the customer, the prospect. So simple 2-page document. They can add QR codes, their demo link, and so much more. Let me now show you step by step what goes behind the scene. And after this, I'm going to actually run it on Claude Code and show you the entire process. So it starts with reading your credentials, your API keys for Notion, Slack, Perplexity, and then Perplexity does the research, analyzes the competitors, assigns scores. In the next steps, it sends to Notion, Slack, and also generates PDF on demand, and you can always automate that process as well. Now, here's the prompt that started all of this. One paragraph, plain English. I described what I wanted, like I'd explain it to a new team member. Claude built the entire system from this. Of course, I did a few rounds of iterations to get the kind of output I want, but the structure is the most important part, which is decided by the product marketer. And this is what we as humans are in charge of, picking the right workflows and ensuring that we fine tune to our specific requirements. This is the workflow instruction. Sometimes it's called a runbook, not code. It's plain English instructions. Claude reads this like a brief and executes every step. It's similar to a Claude skill, but I find it more efficient with token usage. Step 1, it reads the credentials, and step 2 and 3, it researches and analyzes each competitor using Perplexity, and then it writes the battle cards to Notion, then posts it to Slack, you can choose to export the PDFs whenever you want it. I have put it as request only to save tokens, but depending on your requirements, you can set the frequency of automation and have it whenever you want it. This is where the instruction file and the supporting files live. It's a folder inside your desktop system. It's as simple as that. The one I showed to you is run competitive Intel. It's a .md file, and there are Python scripts which help you generate those kind of outputs. And whatever we generate also will be added to this folder along with Notion Slack. Let me show you this running live. I go to the Claude code screen and choose the folder where I actually want to operate, which is this one, and I simply type a command run CL and it does its magic. As you can see, it starts by checking the credentials. .env file is where you put all your API keys. So as Claude Code runs, it will ask for approvals at different points. Sometimes what I do is I just bypass permissions. So I don't recommend doing it because you need to check what it's asking the permission for. But for the sake of this video and to make it quicker, I have used this option. So it is already written to Notion and it's now posting on the Slack. And it's also summarizing for me. At the end, it asks if I want a PDF for all of this. Let me choose just Salesforce for now, and it will start creating the PDF for me. Let me say both, and we have the outputs. So to check the files, you can go to the outputs folder within your system, and here they are. This is the client facing file and another PDF which the sales team can use for themselves, which is slightly more detailed, and they can print it, they can have it on their phones and be ready for all those hard conversations. Now let's look at the Notion outputs. Let's choose intercom and let's see what we have. And on Notion, it has first a summary, what changed this cycle, the weaknesses, strengths, and then the update date, what changed, and then we can move to comparison sheet, a short summary of pricing changes, and then there's full feature comparisons. You can get this for all the competitors. Let's look at Slack, what we have there. So we have the updated Slack post, and you can choose to update it as frequently as you want. So that's it. Now, here's what makes this powerful for a product marketer. This is just instructions. You want to add a competitor, add one line. You want to add a new output format, describe it. You want it to run automatically every Monday, simply use the schedule feature, or Claude released a hot new feature this week, routine, which doesn't even require you to keep your laptop open to run by itself. The system is a brief. You iterate on it like a campaign. That's the PMM superpower here. I didn't build a tool. I built a workflow that runs without me. That's what separates a PMM who uses AI from a PMM who is powered by AI. If you're a product marketer trying to figure out where AI actually fits your workflow, this is it. Not prompting ChatGPT for a blog post, but building systems that do the recurring work for you forever. Do comment if you add something to this workflow, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.